In this video, we're going to show you how to perform the brake bleed service on your Explorer Interceptor. With the hood open, go ahead and locate your master cylinder reservoir. It's right here on the driver's side of the firewall. Now before we open this up, I want to go ahead and use some spray solvent and spray off around the top and wipe it down. I want to make sure that we don't introduce any debris into the brake system by doing so. Open up the cap. Now on the cap, in most cases, you're going to notice that it tells you what type of brake fluid to use. In our case, it says DOT 4. So we want to go ahead and make sure we have that ready to go. Next, we're going to go ahead and use an evacuation tool. You can use a turkey baster or something like this here to go ahead and pull out as much of that brake fluid as possible. You may not be able to get a lot out, but you want to go ahead and clean out what you can. Have a separate container to put that into. And continue to do this. Now in our case, due to the design here, we can't get a lot out, but that's fine. We got it out as much as we could. Next thing you want to do, grab a clean funnel. And we want to top this off with clean brake fluid. Now because we're going to be performing a brake bleeding process, we're allowed to go ahead and overfill this above the fill line. Grab our cap, put it on, and seal it up. Now we're going to start our brake bleeding process. Now we have someone inside the vehicle going to help us out with this. Now we're going to start at the right rear, which is the passenger side rear. Then we're going to go over to the left rear, and then over to the right front, and we're going to end with the driver's side front. Now we have a container here with a hose. We have our 10mm wrench, and what we're going to do is we're going to have the person inside the vehicle pump up the brakes about 3 to 4 times and hold that pressure. Then what I'm going to do while they're holding pressure, we're going to open this up, release the pressure, and we're going to repeat this several times to get some of that dirty fluid out as well as any air bubbles. Okay, pump them up. Okay, they inform me that they're holding, so we're going to open this up. Okay, good, pump them up. So when we open this up and that fluid comes out, the pedal inside the vehicle is going to go to the floor. They inform me that it's at the floor. Then we close this, then they can release the pedal and repeat the process. Go ahead. One more time. Now we can see we have some good clean brake fluid coming out and no air bubbles. So that's it right there. So we're done with this one. I'm going to go ahead and remove our tube and close this up. Make sure it's good and snug. Now any residual brake fluid at this point here, you want to go ahead and use some spray solvent and clean this up. In some cases, you may have a rubber cap on your brake bleeder screw. Ours does not have it on this particular wheel, but if you have that rubber cap, go ahead and pop that back on. We're going to now go ahead and continue this process to the driver's side rear. Now that we've completed bleeding the driver's side rear wheel, you want to go ahead and top off your master cylinder before we continue. Open up the reservoir cap. Now that we have this filled up, we can go ahead and put our cap on. Now that we've topped off our master cylinder, we can now continue with the right front wheel. Remove the rubber cap. Go ahead and pump up the brakes. Pump it up. And one more. Okay, pump it up. And when you're all set, you can release. Now finish up with the driver's side front. Open up the reservoir cap. Sometimes you might notice with some of the fluid missing that the center rubber boot here will be sucked out. Just kind of push that back in. Now at this point here, you want to go ahead and fill it to the full line or max line. It's located on the driver's side of the reservoir. It's near the top, but you'll see it on the side. Now that we have this filled up, we can go ahead and put our cap on. And you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.